Well, the president announced today that the administration plans to alter asylum policy in response to the approaching migrant caravan coming up from Central America. Under the new plan, people caught sneaking across the border illegally will not be allowed to claim asylum. That announcement comes shortly after the president suggested he may try eliminating birthright citizenship through an executive order. Now, amazingly, and we just learned this, the president's rhetoric on illegal immigration puts him in league with a well-known former Democratic Senate Majority Leader. That would be Reid. Watch this.
If making it easy to be an illegal alien isn't enough, how about offering a reward for being an illegal immigrant? No sane country would do that, right? Guess again. If you break our laws by entering this country without permission and give birth to a child, we reward that child with U.S. citizenship and guarantee of full access to all public and social services this society provides. And that's a lot of services. Is it any wonder that 2/3 of the babies born at taxpayer expense at county-run hospitals in Los Angeles are born to illegal alien mothers?
Whoa. Oof, sorry about that. John Summers is former communications director for Reid. He joins us tonight. John Summers, thank you very much for coming on.
Good to see you.
So have you disavowed that?
Well, Senator Reid certainly has. I mean, that was something back in 1993. In 1999, he came out and said, you know what, that was the wrong policy position to take, and I apologize for that, and he did that again in 2006. 1999, also coincidentally, the second time Donald Trump changed his voter registration, this time leaving the Republican Party and becoming
right, well,
independent.
I mean, Trump was a Democrat, of course. I mean, I'm not high.
The point being that people can change and people can grow.
Right. Well, look, I agree. I've changed my mind on a million different things. But this is really a moral issue. I mean, I watch television, so I know this isn't a policy difference. That's a white supremacist position he was just articulating. So that means that he was immoral and therefore not allowed to meaningfully participate in public life. And yet he became the top Democrat in the Senate. How?
He, as I said, a few years later, disavowed that statement, said it was the wrong policy position to have. He reiterated that again in 2006.
Did other Democrats know that he had used the term illegal alien, said that birthright citizenship was wrong, they were scamming our system? I mean, what did they think of that? Did they whisper about it?
I wasn't there in 1993.
But,
so
but
I
when
know,
you worked for him, did people say, do you know that the boss used the term illegal alien? Like he's obviously a bigot?
Well, and a lot of people did at that time. That doesn't necessarily make it right, but that was a term that a lot of people used at the time. The more important thing is that he took the right positions and actually worked with Democrats and Republicans to actually try and pass comprehensive immigration
reform. But what changed?
5 years ago, we were actually able to do it, and the House decided to say no.
I wouldn't say it's comprehensive immigration.
And that bill even had $46 billion in it for border security.
Fake, and that's why there are 22 million illegals living in our country right now. So the whole thing is fake.
I think the estimate is actually 12 million, but either way,
no, the estimate was revised by academics from Yale and MIT 3 weeks ago.
From the Trump administration,
no.
12 million.
Yeah. I'm just saying the most accurate estimate that we know of, the most modern, is about 22 or more. But here's the point. I don't understand what changed. So he makes a pretty tight, rational argument there for denying rewards to people who knowingly break our laws. That seems fair. I mean, common sense would tell you that's not a bad idea. Why did he change his mind?
He got to a place where he started to better understand the stories of the people who are struggling, people who we're hearing about coming up in this caravan, who hopefully will use the legal methods to come in and claim asylum for those who choose to do that. So I think he had a better understanding, and that's what leaders do, though, Tucker. They grow and they learn and they apologize for when they're wrong, something that our current president won't do.
I used to support abortion and the death penalty in the Iraq War, so I know a lot about changing your views, okay? I used to think everything the Chamber of Commerce said was right. So I've changed my views on everything. I completely agree and I admire that. But I also think it's fair to ask when someone said I changed my views to ask why, specifically why. What did you learn that you didn't know? So he said if people break the law, you shouldn't reward them. And if you do, it's an incentive for more people to break the law. Does he no longer believe that?
And this is where spouses actually come in. And after he made that speech, his wife, Landra, sat him down and said, you know, my father is an immigrant. What you said there was wrong. Your position is wrong.
But why is it wrong?
And that's where he gradually...
Okay, so his wife didn't like it. Okay, I get it. But what... No, but help us out so the rest of us can change our views if there's some good reason to. What was the fact that changed his mind? He no longer thinks that rewarding illegal behavior encourages more of it?
Again, it's understanding the stories of the people who are involved.
But what does
and
that mean?
understanding,
That it's going to help
understanding
America?
the history of the 14th Amendment, which, by the way, I mean, it sounds to me like you're actually in favor of Congress being able to decide who gets to be a citizen and who doesn't get to be a citizen. Because that's what the 14th Amendment was established to do. Prevent Congress from deciding who can actually be a resident.
No.
Or
14th Amendment was added 3 years after the end of the Civil War to enfranchise African Americans and to acknowledge what was already true, which is that they're citizens. It was not designed to allow illegals to be rewarded for coming here illegally. But I just want to know, did he conclude...
And if you take away the 14th Amendment that says if you're born in this country, you're a citizen, you take that away, then someone else gets to make that decision.
No one is arguing for
and
taking it away.
And the 14th Amendment was designed to take that away from Congress.
Can you just ask this one question? Did Harry Reid conclude, have you concluded, have Democrats concluded, that it's good for America to have people come here illegally and have kids here? Is that, honestly, are you making that case?
No, I'm not making that case at all.
What case are you
I think what we're talking about, what you asked about his changing views, what the case that we're talking about now is if you've got people who are coming in who are subverting the law, not living up to its intent, then that's something we've got to address. But we have to do it
how?
Well, we have to do it in a legal way. Unfortunately for Donald Trump, he's not king, so he can't do it all by executive order. He's actually going to have to do it through the legal process.
Because everyone acts like it's only Central Americans. Birth tourism is really a phenomenon of upper income people from China and Russia. So you okay with people coming? Russia's our mortal enemy. We're at war with them, according to the Democrats. You're cool with Russians coming here and having their kids to...
No, I actually just told you where I stand. It's the law. So
it's the law.
If we don't like it, then let's change the law.
So would you agree that you're not necessarily a racist if you oppose it? Because that's the position. You're a racist if you're against having Russians scam the system to get citizenship. Am I a racist?
I don't think you're a racist. No.
Okay. Thank you. I've been absolved of sin by you, and I appreciate it. John Summers, great to see you as always.